We got an up. Status is up. The health endpoint is working. How many pickles does it take to answer this call?
Hello, Agent 404. We have another mission for you called Spring Configured Application for Fast Operations Launching Dependencies.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Codename Scaffold. We want to see how fast you can bring up a Spring Boot app using RooCode.
I need something like Cursor or Windsurf.
We don't have a budget. Why do you think we keep coming back to you?
I just get burned. This mission doesn't sound too complicated. In fact, I think it's going to be fun because I always want to try RooCode with the Spring Boot app. Not too sure how well it's going to go, but we'll see. I also want to add some dependencies for production-ready service, because I'm thinking I might use this later on, this base code. Let's get started. This is future me. I didn't record how I set up my RooCode or project. It's not that hard. Just go to your extension for RooCode and then whatever API you're going to use, go there, add the, let's say I'm using OpenAI. Let's say I'm using OpenAI. I enter the API key, the model you want to use, and hit save and done, right? Just gotta change this. Okay, that's for me. And then your project, right click, you go to new Java project. It's gonna be Spring Boot, Marvin, let's do 3.5, Java, whatever, example's good enough. Yeah, example, demo, jar, 21, and then the dependencies I included was Lombok, Spring Boot, DevTools, PDF Reader, what else added? Transformers, embedding, Apache, Kafka, PostgreSQL, and then security and then OTP/LP for metrics. Those are the dependencies you're using. So if you look at the current project, it'll look like this. Let me open up the folder that I was looking at before. Here, okay, open that up. So the POM will look like this. Have all the dependencies, and that's why I started in the video. Alright, sorry, kind of confusing, isn't it? For the RooCode, I put this prompt in to set up my initial scaffolding project. Just set up, Ingest-Service, dependencies, that. I want 2 profiles, local dev, cloud, with a basic help endpoint, and these acceptance criteria. And I did not add this. I just put this part in as the prompt. So let's see what it says. It wants to do a lot of stuff. HW, blah, 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 properties. I don't like the idea of properties as the application. I want the application YAML files. Let's not use properties. Where's it here? See right here? It's want to use the dot properties. I don't like that idea. That's why we're going to say let's use it as a .yaml file. .use. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that and on that. Yank. I don't know how to spell YAML. That's in a resource directory. What else do we need to change here? Let's put this and get rid of properties. YML, and I think that should be it. Let's put a new line there just in case. And let's API request. Okay, what is it saying now? It wants to get an endpoint. Yeah, let's do that. Blah, blah, blah. Let's say, yeah, approve. Yeah, we'll do what you want to do. We'll worry about the problems later. Oh, this is so cool. I like it. Alright, so include the AWS. That's great. In the POM file. Let's add a version. I'm kind of curious. If I ask you to add the latest version, what number will come back? I think Let's not give it any hints. Failed. Why is it failing? Whatever. Let's people try. Okay, so I should update the POM file only, which it looks like it did. To 2, that's the old version. That's a couple months old. Let me give it the real version. The number is 2. Yeah, 31.45. Question is, would it know to update that again? Yeah, cool. It got it. It updated the POM file correctly. This is actually going really. This is going smooth. What is it going to do now? Yeah, it wants me to. Yep, the YAML files. Great. Yep, make the local dev. Let's see if I can make the cloud YAML. Good, make the cloud YAML. I don't like something about this, but I'll worry about that later. Now we try. Let's see what it's doing now. Yeah, you create the YAML. Great. So it's saying it already has a health as a. It's already there as default in Spring Boot. All we need to do now is just create mandatory properties. So if it doesn't have these properties in these YAML file, it should throw an error. That's great. So yep, put that there. Yep, cloud. Yep, should have that mandatory property. Okay, so if these 2 files are missing, then it will throw an error. And the way it does that, it's gonna create a properties class, and it will check for those values. That's actually perfect. That's what I want to do. This is going really smoothly, which is really weird. What does it want to do now? That's great. Yeah, added that. Added all those stuff. So once I run it, let's see. I don't think this is gonna run well, but let's see what happens when it runs. Yeah, it's gonna fail. Let's try it again just in case. Maybe it didn't know how to do something. Maybe we'll fix it. No, it's gonna get some command. It's gonna fail. Yeah, that's fine. I could run it manually. I'm not too big of a deal. Where do we go to? Let's try and go to main Java properties. Why is that still red? That should not be red. It should import it by itself. What am I missing here? Maybe I need to build the project again. Let's try that. Let's go clean it. Clean it. Why is it failing? Okay, so what I need to do is clear the workspace cache. I think the cache had old data in there. Once I did that and I go back to reloading the project, everything should work now. You see, I hit run. It runs fine. So that was the issue with the build. You just need to clear out the cache, and it will run successfully, which it's doing now. Great. Perfect. Now I should hit that endpoint. It's called a health endpoint. No, wait. It's called the actuator health. Actuator health. And enter. We should see status of 200 and nothing showing is erroring out. Why is it doing that? Why? Alright, so I need to run with my profile that I created, the local dev profile. That was the issue. Now it's running. And let me just copy the URL and let me yoink in my external web browser, Firefox, and it's there. Look at that. We got an up. Status is up. The health endpoint is working. I think that really went smoothly. Oh.
Mission status.
Actually went pretty smoothly. Less than an hour to complete.
Mission passed.
Oh, really? Aces for me. Okay. Bye. Bye.